Welcome back, and you're watching Commodity Champions. We now shift the spotlight to an Indian staple, which is pulses, which have seen the prices spike as erratic rainfall has led to lesser area being sown. The farmers have shifted to more competitive crops, has only constrained produce further. So are there any solutions available to the government? Mr. Kothari, Vice Chairman of the India Pulses and Grain Association, now joins us on the show. Mr. Kothari, the last 3 months actually have seen the pulses prices gain up quite strongly. When I look at tur, urad or moong, we've seen prices gain anywhere between 18 to 25% in last 3 months. How do you look at that?
Thank you, Manisari. First of all, in fact, I do not agree to your statistics, what you have just mentioned.
Okay.
In fact, if you look at the prices in August, I'll go by each crop was like the kharif crops, tur, urad and moong. So if you take, say, for example, tur. So if you take the tur, the prices in July, August were much higher than what the prices are now.
Okay.
In fact, the price of tur in September has come down almost by 8 to 10 rupees a kilo, and which has again improved by another 4 or 5 rupees a kilo. So I don't think the price of tur has gone up by 25%. And we, in our previous conversation, I have already mentioned that once the crop from Africa starts and we get the arrivals, then the prices will stabilize, prices will start coming down. And we have seen the result. Prices came down by almost 10 rupees a kilo, which has a little bit improved by 4 or 5 rupees, but still they are selling much below the minimum support price if you look at the imported tur. And let me tell you, in the last 1.5 months, we have seen almost 150,000 of tur being imported at the various ports of India. And we are still, this import is still continuing. So I don't think there is any reason to worry about or concern about the prices of tur, because though we have the festival season is going on, but I see the price will remain stabilized and there is nothing to worry about. Of course, as far as going for the tur crop, new crop is concerned, definitely concerned. As per the government's fourth advanced estimate, the last what we have received is 43.2 lakh tons. And now the first advanced estimate, which has been released on 21st September as it is, the government's estimate is 38.9 lakh tons.
Right.
So which is almost 5 lakh tons down since the last year, since the fourth advanced estimate. So definitely there is going to be a concern for the new crop. But for the present, I don't think there is any issue. The prices will remain stabilized, prices will remain very competitive during the festival season. For the next season, definitely, for the next year, definitely there might be some issue, some concern, but we will see the crop from Myanmar coming in the month of January, February. So I really don't think the prices are going to go up quite significantly. They will remain at a certain level, and I think consumers are not required to worry.
All right. Mr. Kothari, I also wanted to know about the October rain impact. Do you see the pulses as a sector really looking at it with a concern to that?
Yes, definitely. Definitely, this October rain, last 2 weeks rain has definitely affected I'm sure that particularly the particularly the urad and moong, they are going to get affected. But it's very difficult to assess the loss at the moment, because some damage is definitely going to cause to the crops. The quality may get hampered, and I think there will be more damage percentage in urad and moong crop. But tur, I don't think there will be any issue. But anyway, tur sowing is less this year. So there will be concern of the tur production for the next year. As far as urad and moong is concerned, they are also down by some percentage. But you see, urad, we will have government has announced a free policy till 31st March to import urad and tur from various countries. So we are also getting the urad from Myanmar. And I think presently in Myanmar, about 2.5 lakh tons of the stock is still lying there. And new crop will hit in the month of January. And in India also, we will see a fairly good crop. We may see a fairly good crop of urad in the month of February, the Rabi crop. So I don't think, I'm really not concerned about the very high price.
I get your point. So you're not worried about the prices right now. But tell me one thing,
Yes.
how are you looking? You know, the major demand for festivals will perhaps come in for chana. Besan is what gets consumed the most. And we do understand the kind of stocks that the government has. And it's a new next crop, really. How are you looking at the demand and availability there?
Chana, as you know, already we had a record crop this year, 13.7 million tons as per the government statistics. And of course, which we can also see that despite government's procurement of 2.6 lakh tons chana, the chana is still selling below minimum support price. So chana availability is absolutely no issue. And since we have very good crops, I'm sure the farmers are going to grow chana once again. And we are going to see a fairly good crop. So chana supply as well as the prices, definitely there is no concern. The government should not be worried about this at all. And the consumer should be getting chana and the besan at a very fairly reasonable prices.
So like edible oil, pulses as a sector also has no major concerns as far as availability and affordability is concerned. Mr. Kothari, as always, thank you so much for joining us and giving us a sense on what really is happening in the pulses sector. But moving gears, and let's get some sweet into our palate then. And India has emerged as the world's largest producer and consumer of sugar, with more than 5,000 lakh tons of cane being produced in the country for the year 2022. The country has also become the world's second largest exporter, following the breaking record season that we have seen. The high crude oil prices, along with increased demand from biofuel producers, has also helped prices recover this week from a 14-month lows. So what lies in store for this sector? Praful Vithlani is with us on the show. Mr. Vithlani, hi. First of all, on to the October rain factor itself. Has the cane crop at any point being damaged, or do you think it's a good time?
No, it's a good time. First of all, let me clarify that today I am with you as chairman of group of companies of Jagjivan Kesoji and Company.
Sure.
See, actually, the production of sugar can be impacted only in case of sugar can get lodging or submerged.
Okay.
How the lodging get place? Lodging can get place if there is a flooding with storm winds. Currently, it is just flooding in few part of central UP. Except that I have not heard anything more than that.
All right. Okay.
Okay. Now, as far as currently the height of the sugarcane when the season is about to start is so high that there is no question. It's ruled out of any submerge. So there is no lodging, there is no submerge. So there is no question of any sugar production to get down. Okay. And the crop needs 15 days to get matured after rain is stopped or over. The season 22-23 is likely to be delayed by 15 days than expected. Okay, because once the rain is over, the 15 days of time is required to get the sugar can mature. The government of Maharashtra earlier has put a very strict restrictions to the sugar mills not to start mills before 16th of October. In case if found, there will be a criminal cases against them. That is to get more recovery and more yield. So delay in season always give more yield and recovery. Now here is another 15-20 days delay. That will give more yield and more recovery.
Okay.
There will be another 1 point that Khansari units diversion will be get affected and sugar mills will get more sugarcane.
All right. So as of now, until now, all of this looks quite positive. The other part of the story when it comes to sugar is what is your sense on the festival demand this time around? And the second part of the question is on what kind of export quota are we expecting and when are we expecting that? Because the industry clearly looking for that notification.
Okay. Let me tell you, first of all, the consumption part.
Okay.
The consumption is robust. See, we are having Diwali in India after 2 years. And particularly, we can say in rural area, the demand is robust. As far as Diwali is concerned, this is going to be the bumper consumption. So there is no, this will, till 15th of November. And once the Diwali is over in say October, but after that immediately there will be demand for Gujarat and Himachal Pradesh election. Once that is over from December to February, there is a huge marriage season. So the continuous sugar demand will be there and robust demand will be there. Now your another one questions regarding export. Yes, see currently the research house, what they are giving the number on lowest side is 34.5 and higher side is 36.5, somewhere around that. Based on to that, the currently government notification is valid till 31st October only. If they put any new notification for the quota before 31st, it's good. If not, then it becomes OGL automatically. But we expect within next 10 days, the export quota as well as ethanol price rise. Ethanol price rise, don't surprise even it comes tomorrow, day after tomorrow. So export quota quantity, what we believe is somewhere between 5 to 7. And maybe 6 could be there. And there are almost all association except ISMA who asked for the OGL. Now, keeping finger crossed when this will come, you and me, we are discussing from 2 months. Our request to the government is only please declare whatever it may be within a day or two.
Absolutely. Yes, once the number is out, at least the industry is having a sigh of relief there. Mr. Vithlani, thank you so much for joining us. So that is the view coming in for sugar as a sector as well. There is availability and perhaps India could be looking at a record consumption this time around as well. So all the commodities that we've discussed today have seen good availability coming into the markets. Government measures have been on the stronger side as well. And the festivities perhaps are going to be on a higher note as well. But with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Commodity Champions. Thank you so much for watching.